game because it's actually running on Unreal Engine 4 for the first time.
Wow.
And I did mention it's coming to PC as well, so it's actually 4K native on PC, so that's the new
it looks
hotness.
fantastic on PC.
It looks like 2 fingers, like magnifique. Look at this, it's beautiful. You guys will see.
So this is the unrealist version of Tekken.
Unrealist to the realist. That's a double negative, but that means it's the realist.
So here we got a classic King going up Master Raven. This is also.
So what's also new kind of in Tekken, there's a lot of new gameplay mechanics that, it's new to Tekken. So there's something called the Rage Art system, which are basically like super moves. So it really adds that ooh and ah kind of, thing to Tekken, which it didn't have in the past. So, what it does, it gives someone like a really easy comeback mechanic in Tekken. So if you're down by a lot, you pull out a Rage Art of your pocket and you're back in the match.
So my question here, we just shouted out the FGC.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about gameplay changes in one of the most beloved games, Tekken.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys talked to the FGC players.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
you guys
for
have
sure.
your fingers on the pulse. Who are you talking to? Like, who has like signed off on this from the FGC? From you guys?
Everyone in the Tekken community basically. Obviously, Markman is a huge voice.
Yeah.
He co-signs on this.
Nice.
He is a what do you call it? He is a honorary Nam cop, as they like to say out in the interwebs.
His ears are ringing.
Yeah, he hates that.
Hello.
But we had like Justin Wong on a stream. He's actually right now esports is growing so much bigger, and Tekken 7 is just primed for release and a whole new generation of fans. So we're really excited about that.
Tekken's always been a really technical, really high-level fighting game. So both on this game, we wanted to make it really accessible for new players, adding new mechanics, but also we wanted to make sure that it had a long tail to it, had a lot of life in it for the esports scene, for the competitive scene. So the technical levels and the kind of the comboing that's possible in this game is just on another level. And we're really embracing the tournament scene. We're partnering with a lot of great tournaments around the U.S., and we're really excited to keep Tekken
To
alive.
find the King of the Iron Fist.
Yeah, find the King of Iron Fist, and
King of the
bring
Iron
Tekken
Fist.
into the new generation.
You mentioned earlier, obviously having to talk to some of the guys to make sure that what you guys are adding. Is that a difficult thing to sort of balance when you're like, we want to add these all new gameplay elements, and these guys are like, we've been playing this game for like 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
We haven't had it before. Now all of a sudden you think you could just add it to the franchise and it's going to be fine?
It's always a difficult thing being like the developer of the game because, we want to listen to the hardcore, loyal fans. But at the same time, we have to, appeal to the masses as well. But I think the dev team has really done a good job with adding all the new gameplay mechanics like I talked about. And also adding a special guest character to the game. Obviously, Akuma's in the game. What? Street Fighter, right?
No way!
So he's in the game. All his Shoto-style moves are in the game. So a lot of Street Fighter fans are coming by the booth here and actually checking it out. And I'm just like, yeah, guys, if you guys know Akuma and Street Fighter, you play him in Tekken 7. Yeah.
So yes, Akuma is an interesting character to introduce to Tekken. Obviously, most players speak of the devil. Actually, that works on so many levels.
Get him out of my game. I'm a Tekken purist.
Oh, yeah. Mark's a
Sidestep
purist.
those fireballs. We're in 3D, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to
2D
bring
scale
up.
over here.
Obviously Akuma coming from Street Fighter, most people that play with him are more used to playing on a 2D plane.
Yeah.
So to bring him into a 3D fighter is a really interesting change. He has some of his signature moves, as Mark said, but he also has the EX meter. He's the only character that has the EX meter. He also has more of his Street Fighter style jump. So he can jump. He's got a little bit more versatility in that way to other characters. But another thing that's really interesting is if you're used to playing against Akuma, things like fireballs. You're used to jumping over fireballs. But now in Tekken, you're sidestepping fireballs. You're trying to find different ways to kind of parry his classic.
To just frustrate him.
The raging demon himself here.
Damn it.
Get that out of here.
Sidestepped me.
Punish that. Get
Now,
that Dragon Punch out of here.
How did you decide on Akuma? There were so many options. I love him, don't get me wrong, but why Akuma?
I think he's just one of those iconic kind of characters in the Street Fighter universe, but also there's more. So he's actually written directly into the storyline of Tekken 7 too. So there's some baby mama drama over here. So Heihachi's wife, Kazumi, Jerry Springer, we're taking it to another level.
Akuma,
So-
you are the father.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but he actually knows
We're going full Mari.
Heihachi's wife from the past, and he actually owes a debt to her. I don't know what happened in the past,
I
but
loved it.
he's like, Kazumi was like, if I die, you're gonna have to kill my husband and kill my son. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
Life insurance
Yeah.
in this universe is very strange.
Yeah.
so
So-
family killing family,
We
people
can do
throwing
it
each other in
again.
volcanoes.
We can do this whole together thing, but you got to take care of these, child of mine. and his
Because the
husband.
Mishima clan is really known for their togetherness and their
Yeah.
family. They just
Hey.
We're just one happy family over there, you know?
Hey, it's everyone's family. Everyone got problems, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone got problems.
Everyone chucks their son off a cliff, you know?
Yeah.
Some just go to the extreme to solve those problems.
Exactly.
It was a nice fireball sidestep. Uh-oh.
So here, this is a rage art. So when you're low in life, your character glows red, and you go what's called with rage mode, and that actually gives you access to 2 moves. One's called a rage art, and one called a rage drive. So what I did right there is I didn't get to finish it, unfortunately.
That's what you just
yeah,
did.
exactly.
Woo.
I'm embarrassed right now. We're not supposed to lose in this game.
It's hard to talk and play.
Yeah, maybe you could talk about the rage art while I play.
I can chew gum and talk at the same time. So, yeah. So like Dalton was saying, you know, it's definitely an easy comeback mechanic, but it also is an armored move, so you can actually take damage too. So it's very strategic. You know, I like to say that fighting games are really like a big chess match, right? It's like you go low, you go high, you block low. So it's just another tool that you have in your tool belt in order to kind of come out victorious.
So that was going to be my question is when you add a mechanic like this where somebody's at a disadvantage, you give them a power-up, how do you balance that out? Because I think the one cool thing in fighting games is that there's always a block option. There's always a way to fully stop the damage. Is that still the case here?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely the case here. Cool. So the rage art, if you block it, you're pretty much going to get hit with the punish. So you are in low life. It's kind of an all-in table turner maneuver. So you got to pick the right window.
Nice.
If you don't, you're going to probably lose because you're already in low health. And if you're playing someone who knows what's going on, they know. So, you know, we think that once it hits consoles, the competitive scenes will shift. New characters will start to emerge, new matchups. People start understanding counters. So we're really excited to see that on June 2nd, kind of see what's going to happen once the full roster's out there, people have some time to play. And obviously, you know, we're going to be moving right into EVO in July.
Yep.
So we're super excited about that. And, you know, as kind of one of the main, you know, stages for competitive fighting games, we can't wait to see Tekken out there. Tekken 7 really shine.
It just marks all every version of Akuma in Mark's game. It's going to be like the dumbed down version of Akuma. He's like, I don't want him in there. Make his stats 0.
I will punish him so hard. So
Trading
hard.
mode, just fighting Akuma the whole time.
Akuma bros, come at me. I'll leave my number at the end of this stream.
So some fans of the series might notice that this stage is actually a nod to Tekken 5. So it's pretty awesome. There's some nice little details thrown in there for the fans, and obviously bringing back some of the original characters and kind of giving them some new moves, some new plays in the playbook is awesome too for, you know, people that have been playing since day one.
Do you guys do that? Do you guys do a lot of nods to the franchise of Tekken?
Oh yeah, for sure. You'll see a lot of callbacks. Like I'm wearing Paul's OG kind of throwback gi. Ooh, we got some Dragunov action. So me and Dalton are gonna throw down right now. We'll see who's gonna come out victorious.
The one thing I would like to see is, you know, as you fight with Paul, maybe like his hair sort of starts to droop down. Like what kind of hairspray is he using? It's like the wrestler Sheamus. Like, how does his mohawk stay fit the whole time he's wrestling? I don't get it.
It's all willpower.
Yeah, you know, one thing about the Tekken characters is they've always had their style and their hairdos on point. You know, that's one thing that they've never dropped the ball on that. So Mark's putting some pretty big combos on me here.
That's what he does. He gets you into talking, and then he's like,
yeah, exactly.
Unleash the combo fury.
So I know you guys can't really show us any of story mode today, but is there anything that you might be inclined to, you know, tell us, you know, share with us ahead of time?
Yeah.
Drop some deets.
Well, we can tell you a little bit about kind of what, you know, the kind of the main story parameters. So as I getting worked here.
Tell me a story as you fight.
The Mishima clan saga has been raging for you know, over 20 years here. So with Tekken 7, we really want to dive into that deeper and kind of show kind of an interesting, dramatic kind of conclusion to Heihachi and Kazuya's kind of tumultuous relationship and kind of as they kind of struggle for power and try to figure out their family issues.
Mark, I noticed you're exceptionally quiet during this match. Do you have anything that you'd like to add?
I was just,
go.
I was just deep in thought. You know, it's a very like poetic. I think you guys should throw it down.
Are we gonna do this?
Yeah, so we can talk. We'll talk your ear off. You can go down to character selection. You got to use the D-pad.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, you guys can kind of explore the roster.
Is everybody open? Is there anybody I can't pick?
No, you can pick anyone you want.
Yeah, this isn't the whole roster as we said in this game, but everyone now in this demo is open.
It's good to know.
You know, so the game's going to launch with, you know, over 30 characters, lots of stages, lots of costumes. There we go, martial law, classic. Oh, Lisa, here we go. Some interesting choices.
Is Elisa not on meta right now? What?
No, she's quite good. She's a very interesting character. You know, one thing I love about Tekken, it's one of the only games where a bear can fight a robot girl with pink hair and chainsaw arms. So there's someone out there for everybody.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about other video games. I think that's it. I think that's a solid...
So right here on the versus screen, you can see that's how you activate your rage arts and your rage drive.
Okay.
So once you're in the rage mode, there'll be an audio cue, and also your character will start to glow red.
Yeah.
So you do more damage in that time, as well as have access to those moves. But if you use those moves, you burn your rage. You don't get you can't just keep spamming the rage arts, you know? So this is Akuma's stage called Abandoned Temple. Really awesome stage. And one interesting thing we added as well is if a final round, if you're in a final round, so if someone's up 2-0 or it's,
I know where the taunt is.
2-1, a lot of the stages will actually have dynamic shifts.
Yeah.
The weather will change, the time of day will change.
Oh, someone's pressing start.
Whoa, that was not me that time.
DQ.
That was me? Oh, it was me. I was trying to access rage and I hit options.
Oh, there you go, but you got it off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, just throwing you off.
The whole my controller got unplugged trick.
Right?
The whole my controller got unplugged.
I threw the win. I
Comeback,
threw the
though.
win.
So-
Just because that was my bad.
So one thing we really wanted to change too in this one as well is make the game really more accessible for spectators. You know, as we said, we got esports on the mind as well as the competitive scene. So we added some really great effects. One thing I love about Tekken is you really feel how kinetic the hits are. When you take a hit or when someone goes flying, you're like, wow, that was a big hit. That was a huge kick or a huge punch. And we also had some pretty awesome stuff, like a slow-mo finish. I don't know if
How do I throw my head? No!
Ooh. Oh, well, see, that's when you punish, if you have the chance.
I was trying to figure out how to throw my head.
Oh, yeah, that's a great move.
I don't remember the command, but that's a nice throw break.
Yeah, so the throw break animations in this game are awesome. The team did a lot of great work.
You guys are playing this right now. How do you guys feel? Are you guys getting a little angry right now?
I love this.
I mean, no, I would never get angry after I lost.
In fighting games, friendships are made and destroyed.
Yeah, and
So-
controllers are broken.
Oh.
That is what I hope, that friendships will be destroyed with this game.
That's the art of the fight, you know? It's like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
some people, they just, I really love the game, but I lost all my best friends because of it.
You know what? Who needs friends? You got video games.
Yeah.
very true.
There's people on the internet you can play video games
Yeah,
against. You don't
exactly.
need real life friends.
No.
You won't leave my side.
You can just go on Twitch.
Oh, there it is again.
Ooh.
That was me.
You see this? You see what he's doing?
That was my maneuver. I was just,
The old, my controller's
Yeah.
busted.
That's what I do when my little brother's about to beat me. It's like, whoops, the power got unplugged.
It's so weird.
And I've never lost my little brother in a fighting game ever. I'm calling you out,
So-
Matthew. I've never lost, ever.
Matthew,
Ever.
Matthew
Every
on blast.
Thanksgiving, you come and bring it, and I always win, and you know it.
I'll find you, button.
So, you guys are having a blast with the game right now, and all the fans here at PAX East have the opportunity to play Tekken 7 at our booth, the Bandai Namco booth. We're also running daily tournaments here.
No.
And you have the ability to play a pro. And one awesome thing is we're doing a Hori stick giveaway.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so there's a brand new Hori stick for Tekken 7, which is awesome. The artwork is
snap.
fantastic. And once a day, we are giving away a Hori stick.
Yep.
Which
And a
is,
raffle.
So it's a raffle. So come on by the booth, play in the tournament. If you win the tournament, you're going to win some awesome swag, some awesome apparel, Tekken apparel, as well as some sweet bragging rights. We're going to put you up on the Twitter account, twitter.com/Tekken. So bring your A game.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm
There we go.
definitely. I'm not heated or
Golf
anything.
clap.
Yeah. You're not heated because you won. Yeah.
Take this away before our
I don't know.
friendship ends.
Or does
Oh,
win or
sorry.
stay.
I accidentally clicked the button.
Oops, I don't know the game. Oh.
Man. So, no, I can definitely see how that is going to end a lot of friendships
Yeah.
and,
Yes.
relationships.
Oh, rematch.
But you know what? That's the beauty of it. So our tagline for the game is the best fights are personal because, you
Yeah.
know, the best fights are personal. It's
Yeah.
not against some random stranger in the street. It's about, when you're playing your little brother, when you're playing your best buddy. So, that's what we're really showing in the game and also showcasing the storyline as well because it's a whole Jerry Springer family affair.
Yeah.
So what's more entertaining?
With a devil.
And you always, I mean, this has been my experience with Tekken, maybe
Yeah.
not everybody's, but I pick one character, and because there's so much to learn, there's so much
Yeah.
depth to each
Yeah.
character
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you have to study it. I remember printing out, all my Tekken moves,
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
them next
All
to
the data.
the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like one of the first Tekkens was like one of the games that my buddy was into, like frame of animation. He's like, this guy's like a 6-punch frame, and this one's like a 7. So if you're gonna be that guy, I'm gonna be this guy, and I'm gonna hit you faster when we push the button at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the first time I'd ever seen anybody analyze or break down a video game like that, like a fighting game. I was just like, I'm just gonna kick you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's gonna happen. He's like, oh no, man, it's all about the frames.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's very interesting at the high level play, like what these guys can do and what these guys can read. It's amazing. It's almost like mathematics. We're like, this guy's plus 3 on frames, so I have to do this. So
yeah, and you know what? It's awesome how international Tekken is as a game. Mark and I were just down in Latin America and Peru. You know, seeing the great talent down there. You know, South Korea, Japan, America, Europe. There's so many great Tekken players all around the world. So it's awesome to see how different guys play, different characters. And you know, as you're talking about it, you know, Tekken's such a complicated game, and it's not a game that's as much about, you know, super moves. It's more about the timing. It's about the combos. So a lot of characters can really be viable, which is a really interesting kind of way to play.
As I get silent again, playing.
Yeah.
I'm just being very strategic right now.
don't be. I mean, you're obviously Jack.
I'm Jack.
Oh, yeah. What? Wait, hold on. You made Mark play with Akuma?
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you feel about
Mark?
You know, I just want to show people how easy it is, because I suck with Akuma.
Yeah, no, it's very easy. I was on the tail end of defeat many times.
So this is a really awesome stage. This is the Duomo de Sirio. It's Claudio's stage. It's got awesome lighting, awesome effects. And one thing too is I don't know if we can make it happen, but you can actually knock your opponent off this stage into a second level, which is, you know,
Do
nice.
it. Do it.
If Mark will just go
All
over
right,
there.
let me salsa over here.
I really just want to
push
punch
me.
you.
There you go. Just toss me over here.
He's gonna jack you up, bro.
Yeah, there we go. All right. We're getting closer. Throw me over there.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
okay.
there we go.
So are there many of the stages, do you have that dynamic element?
There's a lot. There's actually a lot of ground breaks. There's you know, there's one level, I think it's the hidden temple. You actually break through 3 different floors. So when you actually break through a floor, you actually can extend your combo as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
we're gonna have now we're just
Yeah, now we're just
Now we're
right
back
now.
to fighting.
Now he's just treating you like a scumbag. He's like, I'm just gonna keep punching you.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh no, it didn't break.
Oh.
Wrong angle.
Maybe if Akuma was stronger.
Yeah.
Time up. You don't see that a lot.
No.
So you guys have I mean, forgive me because I have not memorized every Tekken stage, but what's new? What's a throwback? And kind of what did you think of when you were remaking some of the older stages?
I think, you know, a lot of the nostalgia. Like I said, you know, like a lot of people have fond memories of playing like Tekken 3, Tekken 4 in the arcades. You know, even like Tekken 5. So you know, like a stage like the Dragon's Nest. You know, that's a throwback to Tekken 5, and it's like a fan favorite. So you know, we're definitely happy to kind of bring that type of experience back to everyone at home.
On that. So, yeah, and there's new stages. Also, you know, obviously there's so much based on the story mode. There's so many stages based around the Mishima building, the Mishima dojo. You know, those are all fan favorites. So we're excited to, you know, kind of bring the Mishima kind of world into Unreal 4 and kind of bring it to life in a new way.
It's a family affair, you know?
It's a family
Showcasing
affair.
some of the best of the Mishima fam.
What was the biggest challenge bringing it over?
You know what? I think it was just kind of, you know, obviously Tekken is a 3D fighting game, so it's uber complicated and like kind of the development side. So, but I think at the same time, it just really makes the game shine. You know, all the lighting effects, like Dalton was talking about earlier. There's a lot of you know, dynamic weather effects too. So even in some of the stages might start as a sunny day, and that, you know, that last final level actually ends up being like raining. So
a lot of that polished marble. Look at that floor.
Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. I don't know who swept that.
Right before the fight. They're going to sweep the blood up.
See a guy like sweeping up the blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
So,
Bloodsport.
Yeah, I did say that the character roster set is not final, but what I do want to say is that there is a season pass.
Got the win.
I'm not even paying attention.